Hello everyone. So today we'll be starting with chapter 3, which is how does the state government work. So we're going to look at the function of the state government. Last year that we discussed the fact that government works at three levels: local, state, and national, and looked at the work of local government in detail. In this chapter, we examine the work of the government at the state level. How does this take place in a democracy? What is the role of member of legislative assembly, MLA, and ministers? How do people express their views or demand actions uh, from government? We look at these questions through these examples of health. Okay. Whose responsibility? We'll start from here. Hey, look at this. It says that there is a water shortage in our state and people are falling sick. In many villages, people were found to be drinking unclean water. Streams have dried up and so have tanks. In the worst affected areas, villages have been carrying water across great distances. People at the state headquarters Pat- Patelpuram receive water supply once in 3 days. The district hospital here is overflowing with patients, a large number of whom are children with acute diarrhea. On the TV news, they said 10 people have died from diarrhea. Is that possible? How can one really die from it? Who knows? Just hope I don't get it. That afternoon, my mother said not to have any iced drinks from the market. She gave one of her lectures this morning. You have to be responsible for your death, Shireen. Haha. Suddenly, stop. This road is due to the rally. They have geared out the MLA's residence. Really? Why? Has he done something? Haha. They seem angry about what he hasn't done. And we demand that the authorities take immediate action to bring the public health situation under control. Our MLA must take the responsibility for this. What a loud voice he has. He must be a leader or something. I saw him on TV too. He was a member of the opposition. So here now you know that two girls are discussing about the shortage of water. They're reading a newspaper. They're discussing how people are drinking unclean water in the villages, and there's also a village which receives water supply once in 3 days, and then they go on an afternoon. They go on a bicycle ride and they made to stop where they say that you cannot go beyond this road because there's a rally which is going on, and they've gear out matlab to circle the MLA's residence because he hasn't done anything, and they're demanding an action on the health situation. And then they hear one of the members of the opposition party who was saying a speak, who was speaking on a mic and saying that the MLA needs to be responsible and authorities need to take action. Now we'll know that who is an MLA. In the above section, you've read about some of the events in Patelpuram. You may be familiar with some officials' names such as collector, medical officer, etc. But have you heard of an MLA and the Legislative Assembly? Do you know the MLA of your area? Can you identify which party she or he belongs to? What is happening in Patelpuram? Why is the problem serious? What action do you think can be taken in the above situation, and whom do you think should take this action? Discuss. So we've already discussed the situation that is happening in Patelpuram, and yes, the problem is serious because half the communicable diseases are transferred through water. If there is no clean water, of course, people are going to fall ill, and there might be a situation of seriousness. If Okay, members of the legislative assemblies are elected by the people. So they are elected by the people, matlab us. They then become members of the legislative assembly and also form the government. In this way, we say that MLAs represent people. The example below will help you understand this better. Discuss the following terms with your teacher: public meetings, states in India, constituency, majority, ruling party, and opposition. We'll discuss one by one. Can you explain the following terms: majority, ruling party, opposition, with reference to your state? Think Telangana became the 29 states on 2nd June 2014 after the reorganization of the Andhra Pradesh state. The state of Himachal Pradesh is colored in green in the above thumbnail map of India. Here it's Himachal Pradesh. Using a pencil outline the following map on given page 1 to 3. The state you live in, and let me see. Okay, page 1 to 3. Where is page 1 2? I think maybe it's the last page. Himachal Pradesh is here. Sorry, okay, it's the last page. 123 is the last page of this book. Himachal Pradesh is here. This you can outline wherever you live. If you live in Uttar Pradesh, you can outline this. If you live in Andhra Pradesh, you can outline this. Okay, and this state is divided, and a new state Telangana was formed on 2nd June 2014. Okay. Now we'll study about here what an MLA. Every state in India has a legislative assembly. Each state is divided into different areas or constituencies. So different areas are known as constituency. For example, look at the map below. It shows that the state of Himachal Pradesh is divided into 68 assembly constitutions. From each constituency, the people elect one representative who then become a member of legislative assembly. So now you can see that this is a state. This all colored is a state of Himachal Pradesh, and here the area is divided uh, into 68 assembly. You can see from here 1 2 3 4 4, and finally 68 here. There are 68 regions which are divided in the constituency. That means each area, each this blue parts, the sorry, this entire blue region will have one area representative which will be called the MLA, that is member legislative assembly, and he will be the MLA. You have noticed that people stand in elections in the name of different parties. These MLAs therefore belong to different political party. How do people who are MLAs become ministers or chief minister? Political party whose MLA has won more than half of the member of the constituency in a state can be said to be have in a majority. The political party that has the majority is called the ruling party, and all other members are called the opposition. For example, the legislative assemblies of the state of Himachal Pradesh has 68 MLA constituencies. We've already discussed that. The region of Himachal Pradesh is divided into 68 constituencies, matlab 68 areas mein divide again. From each area one person is elected after an election, and whoever gets the maximum vote is the MLA of that area, is matlab after winning. And a political parties, all members of MLAs are, they are part of some party or the other party, or they might even run individually, and after the election they might even join any of the parties. That depends. But if we are to see, and now we are saying that these all belong to some particular party. So whoever has more than half the number of constituency, that party is called the party of majority. Matlab they have the number of winning MLAs from their party, and whereas all the other people who won the election in there from their areas but were not part of the majority party, the one who won has a majority, they are called the opposition. So here we'll see the result of the assembly elections which are held in Himachal Pradesh in the year 2003. Political party number of the MLAs elected. So firstly, INC, Indian National Congress 43, then BJP 116, other political parties 3, and independent who do not belong. I mean, this is what I was talking about. Independent, they might either belong to any of the parties, or they might even contest individually. Matlab they don't belong to any party, and they just stand on their own in the election, and maybe win, maybe not win. Okay, so that's how 68 seats were filled. You can then construct a construct a table similar to the one given for Himachal Pradesh for your state, whichever elections they are held. And candidates from various political parties won the 2003 assembly elections and became MLAs. Since the total number of the MLAs in the legislative assembly is 68, a political party would have needed to have more than 34 MLAs in order to gain majority. The Indian National Congress with 43 MLAs had the majority and it became a ruling party. All the other MLAs became the opposition. In the case, Bharatiya Janata Party was the major opposition party since it had the largest number of MLAs after the Indian National Congress. Among the opposition were the among the oppositions were other parties, including those who have been elected as independent candidates. So here, what I told you, the summary, it's only telling that he this party, Indian National Congress, is the winner, whereas all these are the opposition opposition party. Okay, so this the winner because it has the majority. Because I'll just write because he has the majority, whereas the other they don't have majority, but since they won the elections in their respective areas, they are part of the opposition. After the elections, the MLAs belonging to the ruling party will elect their leader, who will become the chief minister. So after the election is completed, all the parties will elect their leaders, who will become part of the you know who won the election, and then they will elect the leader who will become the chief minister. In this case, the Congress MLAs choose Shri Veerbhadra Singh as the leader, and he became the chief minister. So in the year 2003, Mr. Veerbhadra Singh was chosen as the leader and the chief minister, and then the chief minister then selects other members and ministries, and all the ministries are selected uh, uh, by the chief minister. After the elections, it is the governor of the state who appoints the chief minister and other minister. So it is a duty of the governor. See, governor is very important. The role of governor is very important. I'm so sorry it started raining and I can't just even stop the video in between, because then I'll have to again cover. Sorry, I'll have to cover this portion again, and that won't be nice, because if once the flow is made, then it's so. I'm just sorry. Okay, maybe we'll not complete the chapter or how it goes, we'll see. But yeah, so you because it's raining, I'm so sorry, I'm extremely sorry for this. And you'll hear the background noise, some of it, but I'll try my level best to be clear. And yeah, I'll tell you one thing about Mr. Veerbhadra Singh. Due to COVID and other complications this year, Mr. Veerbhadra Singh died, and he's no longer amongst us. Yeah, so it's just a fact that I'm telling you. The chief minister and other ministers have the responsibilities. Now they have the responsibility of running various government departments or ministries. They have separate offices. A legislative assembly is a place where all MLAs, whether from the ruling party or from the opposition, meet to discuss various things. Now legislative assembly is a place where all the members of the or where all the MLAs, whether you won the majority or you were part of the opposition, they come and they discuss various things. Hence, some MLAs have dual responsibility. One as a MLA, that is one as MLA, that is the area they represent, and other as a minister. We'll read more about this. So here it is written: the head of the state is the governor. He or she is appointed by the central government to ensure that the state government works within the rules and regulation of the constitution. So the governor is usually appointed by the central government, and he's so that ensures that the state government works within the rules and regulations which are given under the constitution. At times, the ruling party may not be a single party but a group of um, parties working together. This is called coalition. Sometimes it is not necessary that one particular party might get the uh, vote of share which is required to form a major of party. Some, because see, right now he's got it. The Indian National, sorry, right now the Indian National Congress got the 43 vote. But just imagine if you would have got maybe 20 vote and it required 34 vote, or maybe it would have got 30 votes but it required 34, since it is a legislative assembly of 68 votes. So what would have been done is that they might have either um, uh, co- co- sorry, they might have either there might have been a coalition between parties like other political parties, or they might have just formed a party with the BJP or the independent parties also. They might just come together and then form a government. It might also happen. So there is a debate in the Legislative Assembly. Afreen Sujata and many other students from their school traveled to the state capitals to visit the Legislative Assembly, which was housed in an impressive building. The children were excited. After security checks, they were taken upstairs. There was a gallery from where they could see the large hall below. There were rows and rows of desks. This assembly was going to have a debate on the current problem. During this time, MLAs expresses their opinions and ask questions related to the issue, or give suggestions about what should be done by the government. Those who wish to can respond to this. The minister then replies to the question and tries to ensure the assembly that adequate steps are being taken. The chief minister and other ministers have to take decision and run the government. We usually hear about them or see them in the news channels or in the newspapers. However, whatever decisions are being taken have to be improved by the members of the legislative assembly. In a democracy, these members can ask questions, debate an important issue, decide where money has to be spent, etc. They have the main authority. Okay, sorry. I mean, so now we are going to read about the discussions. We're going to read out the debate which happened in the legislative assemblies. Okay, MLA 1. In my constituency of Akhanda Gaon, during the last 3 years, there were 15 deaths because of diarrhea. So, discussing a very important, debating a very important issue. There were 15 deaths because of diarrhea. I think it is a shame that this government has not been able to check the situation of a simple problem like diarrhea while proclaiming itself to be a champion of technology. I would call the attention of the minister in charge of health to take immediate measures to control the situation. So as I told you that these the MLAs represent one particular area. So one of the MLAs saying that in my area, maybe this area or that or any of the different colored region, he's saying that there have been 15 deaths due to diarrhea. He's telling the situation in his constituency. My question is why the government hospitals is hospital in such a bad situation. Why is the government not appointing proper doctors and other medical staffs to the districts? I would like to know how the government plans to deal with this situation, which is affecting large number of people and also spreading, and this is an epidemic. So they're discussing an issue that why the condition of the hospital is so bad, and why the because disease is spreading and it is affecting large number of people. Then MLA 3 says that my constituency of Tolpatti 2 has serious shortage of water. Women have to travel up to 3 or 4 kilometers to collect water. How many tankers have been put in service to supply water? How many wells and ponds have been cleaned and disinfected? So he's telling the problem of his constituency, that there's shortage of water. Then MLA number 4 says that I think my colleague are exaggerating the problem. The government has taken steps to control the situation. The water tankers have been put in the service. ORS packets are being distributed. The government is doing everything possible to help the people. So you can hear you can know from the things that are saying that MLA number 4 is saying. So maybe he's from the majority party, or he's one of the ministers who's in charge, because you can see here MLA 1 2 3 are blaming the government and questioning them, whereas MLA number 4 is defending the government. Then MLA 5 is saying that we have very poor facilities in our hospitals. There are hospitals that do not have a doctor or no medical staff has been appointed for the last few years. In another hospital, the doctor has gone on a long week. This is a shame. I think the situation going bad to worse. How are we going to ensure that ORS packets reach all families in the affected area? So again, they are talking about the poor facilities in the hospitals of the government. Then MLA 6 the opposition members are necessarily blaming the government. The previous government did not pay any attention to the sanitation. We've now taken a drive to clear the garbage that has been lying around for years. So it means that MLA 4 and 6, they are defending. defend कर रहा है. This is they are blaming. He's also defending. So there one was somebody is blaming, somebody is defending. This person is also defending. You can hear from the things he's saying. So, can you identify the MLAs of the ruling party and the opposition in this illustration? Color the ruling party in one color and the opposition in the other. So, see, these are all the people that those who've said, like we can clearly make out that 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, they are of the opposition. Okay, because they are actually, sorry, they are blaming the government. So version 1, 2, 3, 3, then 4 is defending, then 5, they are from they are from this thing, opposition. And whereas ruling ka 6 and 4 are from the ruling party, because they can be seen as defending. So we've marked. Okay, nothing is left here. I can see. Yeah. What were the main arguments put forward by different MLAs who thought that the government was not taking the situation in a serious matter? If you were the health minister, how would you respond to the above discussion? Do you think the above debate would have taken same useful, have been useful in some ways in the working of the government? Explains the difference between being an MLA and an MLA who's a minister. So being an MLA, matlab, if we say that he's an MLA, that means that that person has won the constituency from where he was fighting, and he represents people of those area. Whereas MLA, who's also a minister, means that he's also given in charge of some ministry, like maybe the ministry or some department, maybe like a health department or sanitation department or public work department or so on. In the earlier section, you've read that about a debate in the Legislative Assembly. The members were debating on the actions taken or not taken by the government. This is because the MLAs are together responsible for the work of the government. In common usage, the government refers to government departments and various ministries who head them. So when we say talk about government, that it's then it simply means the various government departments and various ministers who head them. The overall head is the chief minister. More correctly, this is called an executive part of the government. All the MLAs who gather together assemble in the legislative are called the legislature. So all the MLAs who gather together, that is assemble in the legislative assembly, are called the legislature. Okay. The overall head is the chief minister, the overall head of all the legislators or the majority party, and the legislators is the chief minister, matlab he is the leader. And all the and if we say more correctly, then this is called the executive part of the government, because they make the decisions and they head different departments. They are the ones who authorize and supervise their work. As we saw in the earlier sections, it is amongst them that they had that the head of the executive or the chief minister is formed. And the executive, now we're talking about. So when we mainly talk about government, what we mean by referring to government is the government departments and the various ministries and the ministers, who head these departments. They are basically called the executive part, and the chief minister is usually the head. So now we're talking about the working of the government. The legislative assembly is not the only place where opinions are expressed about the work of the government and the actions demanded. You will find newspapers, TV channels, and other organizations regularly talking about the government. Okay, so we are saying that the assembly is not only the place where debate and discussions are taking place. We also see it in the newspapers, TV channels, and other organizations who regularly talk about the government. In democracy, there are various ways through which people express their views and also take actions to look at to Let us look at one example. Soon after discussion in the assembly, that there was a press conference organized by the health minister. Large number of people from different newspapers were present. So there was an press conference in which different large number of people were present from different newspapers were present. The minister and some government officials were also present. The minister explained the steps the government had taken. Reporters asked many questions at this meeting. These discussions were then reported in different newspapers. The following page has one such report. During the next week, the chief minister and the minister for health visited Patelpuram district. They went to visit the families who had lost their relatives and also visited the people in the hospital. The government announced the compensation for these families. The minister also said that he thought the problem was not only of the sanitation but also the lack of clean drinking water. He said that a high level inquiry meeting will be asked to look into the needs of the districts to provide sanitation facilities, and would request the Minister for Public Works to take care of the needs of water supply in the region. What were the two measures that the government undertook to control diarrhea? What is the purpose of a press conference? How does the press conference help you to get information on what the government is doing? So, the particular minister who's heading a particular department, he tells about the questions the people have about that department, and then they answer. So, here is a news article. Government smells the garbage. Chief Minister promises funds for work. During last week, there have been many deaths in some of the districts of our state. There has been a strong reaction that the government has not taken this seriously. The health minister explained today at a press conference that this government has charged all the collectors and the chief medical officers to take urgent measures. The most important one is of drinking problem. The minister said that they intend to supply drinking water supply to every village through uh, tanker trucks. Chief minister has promised the funds for they've promised funds, and they also plan to start a campaign to inform. They'll start to campaign to inform the people about the steps that can be taken to prevent diarrhea. When a reporter asked him as to what steps are being taken to see the garbage that has been lying around for months is quickly collected. The chief minister says that he would look into this. So, what are the two measures? Firstly, they said that tanker trucks would be divided, there will be funds, and they'll start a campaign to inform people more about spreading of diarrhea. As you saw above, the people in the power, like the chief minister and the ministers, have to take action. They do so through various departments like the public work departments, the agriculture department, the health department, the education department, and so on. They also have to answer the questions that are asked in the legislative assembly and convince people asking the questions that proper steps are being taken. At the same time, newspapers and the media widely discuss the issue and government has to respond, for example, by holding a press conference. So these press conferences are very important because they in these press conferences, the person responsible or the person heading the specific ministry is responsible for answering questions. The government can also decide to take new laws for this for the state regarding sanitation and health facility. For example, it may take it compulsory for municipal corporation to ensure that there are adequate toilets in every urban area. Adequate toilets are there. Okay, it may also ensure that the health worker is appointed in every village. Health worker is appointed. The act of making laws on certain issues is done by the legislative assemblies. Okay, the various government departments then implement. So the laws are made by the legislative assemblies, and then they are executed by the different government departments who are in charge. Laws for the entire country are made by the parliament, whereas laws for the entire country are made in the parliament, which we'll read about in the next chapter. In a democracy, it is the people who elect the representatives as members of legislative assemblies, and thus it is people who have the main authority. The ruling party members from the government, the ruling party members then form the government, and some members are appointed ministers. These ministers are in charge of various departments of the government, such as health. In the above example, whatever work is done by these departments has to be approved by the members of the legislative assembly. So we've already discussed this part. In a democracy, people organize meetings to voice their opinions and protest against the government. In class 6 book, we've already discussed the different methods of participation of people in the participation of people in our democracy, whether it is through protest or whether it is through reporting and other methods that we talked about in class 6 chapter, or participation, firstly of course the elections and other methods, the social movements we talked about. A wallpaper project. A wallpaper is an interesting activity through which research can be done on a particular topic of interest. The following photographs can explain the different aspects in creating a wallpaper in a classroom. So these are the different wallpapers. After introducing the topic and having a brief discussion with the whole class, the teacher divides the class into groups. The group discusses the issue and decides whether to include it in the water children, then the eventually and peers. So wallpaper activity is just the children who are, you might have done it, and then you can discuss those topics, like for here the example is given of dengue, and then they write various different things about it. You can also do a similar project about the issue connected, which is of issue of concern in your particular state. You can also do it and discuss it amongst your classmates. Okay, so this is just an activity you can ask your teacher in the school, or you can do it amongst your friends also. So we'll discuss, use the terms constituency and represent to explain who an MLA is and how is in person elected. We've already discussed thing that constitution is an area in which the areas of an state are divided, from which from which one person is elected. How did some MLAs become ministers? So some of the members who are part of the ruling party, they become ministers because they have to head different ministries or departments, and make decisions for it. Why should decisions taken by the minister and other ministers be debated in the legislative assembly? Because it is not only about them, it is about all the people of that particular state, and the decisions can't be made half-heartedly ki, okay, this is only for one population. It is about all the people. What was the problem in Patelpuram? What discussions and was taken by the following? So there was a public meeting, then legislative assembly was there was a press conference, and then finally what the chief minister said, that there will be campaign and funding and public meeting were there. After going to that place, legislative assemblies, they were defending and blaming each other and etc. So work done of a MLA to an assembly and work done by the government department. So MLAs, see, MLAs might, it is not necessary that MLA is part of the government. Okay, that is not necessary. MLA represents an area, whereas the government represents party of the ruling government, is represent the party of member of the ruling government. And yeah, the executive part. Constituency is a particular area from which all the voters living there choose their representatives. It is all again about the elections. And majority, we've discussed. Opposition, this refers to the elected representative who are not members of the ruling party, but they play a key role in questioning. So we've completed this chapter, and we'll